Hey guys, gals, what's up? How you doing? We're back, baby. It is Monday, August 11th. We're at 5:57 a.m. on, this over in the group. We call it Marvelous Monday. So we'll just carry that on to, the YouTube channel, Marvelous Monday, and all that. Anyways, I want to give a big shout out. We'll be going over to probably this week sometime. We'll be going over to Street Mod Designs. Street Mod Designs. Their little saying is building your dreams with our passion. Building your dreams with our passion. So that Street Mod Designs, their custom automotive and truck restoration, guys. So, anyways, they're out of they're out of Fort Worth. They're at 1218. That's 12815 Harmon Road, suite number 495, Fort Worth, Texas 76177. That area code, once again, guys, 76177. And you want to talk to David Knapp, my buddy, over at Street Mod Designs, David Knapp. It was probably about earlier this year. I stopped over to Street Mod, talked to David for a bit. Haven't seen David before that for while they were a big advertiser, a big sponsor of me and Dad's old Hot Rod magazine, but until I stopped over there and saw him again, I did not see him for a bit. But anyways, I just happened to be the day I showed up. They were working on a SEMA build of a awesome, C10 truck. So it was, I think, it was like a 70-ish, 69, 70-ish. So, I want to go back there and get, the full scoop of, that truck right there. See if, excuse me, pardon me. I think they took in, by now they probably, finished, that build, and stuff like that. And by the way, guys, this is C10 America Mornings. Good morning, everybody. We're at 6 a.m. straight up. I got up, a little earlier this morning. My alarm, it didn't seem to go off, guys. Well, I mean, I got up too early and looked at, the time. I'm like, holy smokes, my alarm should go off, And I looked, and it was 4 a.m. So I'm like, you know what? I'm jumping back in bed. I have one more hour to get up. So thank God I did, because I was, man, over the weekend, I went over to Dad's last weekend, and helped Dad. The homeowners is getting on Dad. That ain't cool. There's, a lot of other people with, a lot of things they need to do in their front yard, but yet they're coming after, my dad. And so I was over there with Dad, helping out with, the front yard and stuff like that. And come to realize, man, me and Dad are so out of shape Oh my gosh. And, just getting down there, we had to dig little trenches for, the board to sit in. We're building a planter over there to separate, the planter from, the grass and all that. Make it nice and tidy and look pretty cool, over there. At least now, I don't think the HOA can say anything because, they come by and they take pics like they do, the house, the neighborhood. They can see that we're starting, something over there on re-beautifying, the front yard. So, anyways, that's where I was on Saturday. Got over there probably about 9 in the morning. Then I left to come home about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And man, oh man, was I sore. And I was sore until yesterday. I'm still a little achy, but hey, I'm good to go. I'm here, doing another video here in the group. And oh, by the way, we have folks out there on, the podcast listening to us. So, hey, what's up? I want to say hey to, everybody on, that awesome podcast right back there. We have, the video software pulled up that we're recording, not live, recording on for YouTube. And then we have, the software going at the same time. And gosh, man, I wish I would have really thought about this before. Not till yesterday, it came to, the forefront, me thinking, I'm like, well, shit, I got that audio software, and I got the video software, and, I put the mic, in the computer, and the video software is picking up, the audio for YouTube. Well, I wonder if I can play the audio software. By the way, guys, we use open source software called Audacity software. That stuff is bitchin'. I love using that. We can make intros, montages, promos, advertisements, all that. By the way, guys, out there, if you're listening in podcast land, you're probably on Spotify, you're on Apple iTunes, your Google Podcasts, your Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys are, hear us, coming through, blaring through, your speakers. If you guys out there hear us loud and clear, excuse me, and you're thinking about, hey, I want to advertise with these guys. They're pretty awesome. They do, the early morning show on, YouTube, and then at 9 o'clock over in their live, they do, a Facebook Live in their group. And check this out, guys. We just turned over the weekend. I think it was Friday. Don't quote me on it, but I think we turned 68.5 thousand finally over, on the group in Facebook. And I'm talking to you guys now on the podcast. If you're not listening to, the lives over in, the group, you need to start today. You need to start today. That starts over at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So anywhere you guys are, any other, state, any other country, any other City, it is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you guys need to go over there and not only, sign up to an awesome magazine, but we have some awesome sticker packs over yonder. Here, I'll show you guys. Hit the mic here. Do it again. Yeah. Anyways, guys, on the podcast, if you want to watch, the video podcast, video YouTube of what you're hearing right now, go to youtube.com and look for C10 America. We just started yesterday, and today is, the second one. We're doing video and audio. So the audio will be on Spotify on the podcast, and it'll be C10 America Mornings, the audio version. Or if you want the video version, go to youtube.com and look for, C10 America right there. But anyways, guys, we took and we put a sticker pack together, and I'm not going to, the other ones I will talk about later on. I don't want to tell us something that you won't get in, the pack there. In the pack is a sticker pack, and we started thinking about, what, we might want to put a sticker pack together after, all the designs, for C10, America. Matter of fact, Dad and Miss Terri told me, at early stage in, the game, said early on, hey, since you're designing all these decals, logos and, all that, why not take and put like maybe a sticker pack together? And, I'm thinking, well, you know what? That's probably an awesome idea, guys. So, anyways, I did just that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here, 5 decals. So, anyways, it's really a 4-pack. I'll show you the ones that we include in, the envelope. Here is one. C10 America Stars decal. We did not know what to name this decal for, like so long, guys. And right after I applied the Stars decal, or the Stars to the decal, I'm thinking, well, you know what? That's an awesome name. The Stars, decal, C10 America Stars. So you'll get one of these in, the sticker pack here. Let's see. You will get 2 of, these, I believe, in the sticker pack, C10 America. It looks like a little wings decal with the wings out to, the left and, the right. And a lot of folks in military and out of military seem to, like, this one. I think this one kind of it reminisces, a military type logo. So anyways, you got that one in there. Of course, you got, this one in there, C10, America. The one that started everything. It's on, hats. It's on shirts. It's that C10 America brand logo with the yellowish kind of gold color in a square behind it with the round edges. That is, awesome. Then we have this one here, C10 America Square Body. Now, a little disclaimer for you guys. I like being transparent and being honest, truthful. That logo you're seeing with the C10 Square Body, we did not design the square body. I can't design that good. And so I have somebody online that does our designing for square bodies and, all that stuff. So he did that. I paid for it. I bought, the rights and all that to it. So anyways, we own it. And then we put our logo right behind, the truck. So that is awesome. And then our other awesome, C10 America Stars decal. So I'm thinking you'll probably get, two of, these. So anyways, it went from a 4-pack to a 5-pack to a 6-pack. Yeah, we're a 5-pack right here. Then the 6-pack. Remember that magazine that me and Dad started back in early 2018 called a Busted Knuckle Rod and Truck? Anyways, well, we since put that up on the shelf and we kind of retired that. So anyways, we needed awesome decals to promote that magazine like we're promoting this magazine, C10 America. So we will never again be printing this decal. So we have a limited supply on it. So we're taking this and we're throwing it in, the mix in the sticker pack. So if you get a sticker pack, you will get this, I believe, inside the sticker pack. So we have, I think, 24, 25 packs ready to go. All you guys need to do is, comment right down below and say, hey, you know what? I want one of your awesome sticker packs only for $10. And guys, all you need to do is head over to, that website over yonder, www.c10americamagazine.com. That's www.c10americamagazine.com. Head over there and get one of these awesome sticker packs because it went from a 4-pack to a 5-pack to now it is a 6-pack. So you guys need to head over there. Let me show you here. Here, check this out, guys. This is probably about 24 or 25 envelopes I have, in my hand right here. And we have those decals that we talked about and we showed you on YouTube right here, ready to go. They're so ready to go, guys. They have, the American stamp on them already. The only thing they're missing is, your address. So, guys and gals out there on, the podcast listening, we have, folks and, fans and, a lot of people out there that support, the show, whether it be the YouTube show or, the podcast show. And We even have people from Japan. We have people from Saudi Arabia, from Sweden, from the UK, everywhere around. We even have we even had a couple that lives over in Hawaii that we threw in the magazine. Then we have a buddy of ours right down in Florida. He sent us over, pictures we put in the magazine. He's a member of, the group, and that is, awesome. By the way, guys, I want to give a shameless plug. We're doing a live over in, the group at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So you guys need to go over there and, check that out. That will be, awesome. Anyways, you're listening to C10 America Mornings here on YouTube and here on C10 America Talks. That is episode number 2 if you're on the podcast, and it's I think episode number 39 on YouTube. So we thank all you guys out there for listening, even this early in the morning up. And man, it is 6:18 right now, so that's awesome. But anyways, I just want to welcome each and everybody out there to the podcast, C10 America Talks, and the YouTube. Hey, what's up, guys? And remember, if you remember anything from our show today, remember you can do whatever you want to do. All you need to do is pray about it, guys. Just pray about it for a minute. And if you're thinking you can't do something, you can do anything you want through God. Anything. So let's see. We'll be at a couple of shows coming up here. First and foremost, I want to talk about the Rat Pack car show down in Gale. That car show is awesome. Me and Terry did not know what to expect down there. If you're wondering, hey, where's Gale? Gale is down by Snyder. Snyder. If you're going down to Gale, I would highly recommend you guys stay in Snyder, because if you want to eat, you want to have somewhere to sleep, and you want somewhere to fill up for gas, stay in Snyder, because they have none of that in Gale. And I think Gale is only like a half-hour drive over to, Snyder. So stay in Snyder. We have the ultimate hotel for you guys. Stay at the Marriott Hotel right on College Avenue, right across from Walmart in Snyder. You go through downtown Snyder, which is awesome, beautiful. I loved it. When I go back, I want to do some videos, from downtown and all that. So, and we stay at the Marriott Hotel. When I went down there by myself for, the Snyder Willis car show, a while back, I had went down there and, dude, it was so different going down there myself. I stayed in a hotel room, and dude, they had bugs in their hotel room, and that wasn't cool, It was they probably even had bed bugs, in their hotel room, and I am never ever staying there again. I won't even name drop, the hotel because, I don't want them out there getting too, embarrassed. But, if you contact me, I can tell you, but, I'm not going to shout it from, the rooftops and, all that. Anyways, Metal Prints, today you guys are in store. We're going to do unboxing. We do unboxing all the time on, the Facebook groups. We're going to be doing an unboxing at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time over in Facebook. And we'll show you guys... We'll show you guys tomorrow on, the recording on the, on the YouTube right here. Excuse me, pardon me. We started doing the unboxing over. Pardon me, I need water. We started doing, the unboxing over on, the lives. So I want to keep on doing that. And then, show you guys here on, the YouTube what we took and we unboxed over, on, the lives. I want to say a big shout out. We're going to have a brand new advertiser come aboard. And he said he's gonna probably advertise. I told him we'll give him one little free, mention, since he's coming aboard. That is awesome. We have more and more folks that want to come over and advertise with us, be a sponsor. He's gonna be a 3-month sponsor. Starting out, if that's you, contact us. We have great deals. You can become a 3-month sponsor. We start at 3 months, 6 months, or a full year. And what that means is we'll talk about you, your product, your company for 3 months, and we'll promote you guys for 3 months on all our social media, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the podcast. You're listening to C10 America Talks right now, right behind, the video software. I see, on the computer. Hey, what's up, guys? And there's, a lot of you guys, out there listening. Anyways, I want to give a big shout out to Suspension Dimension out of Dallas, Texas. And their zip code is 75150. That zip code again, 75150. Their number, if you want to give them a call, it's 951-807-6053. That number again, 951-807-6053. And big shout out going out to Sean Thurman. Sean Thurman is, the owner of Suspension Dimension out of Dallas out there. So anyways, we want to say, big shout out to him. He's going to be coming aboard, picking up the 3-month sponsor. He's going to be picking up the sponsor on the podcast. So if you guys advertise or sponsor, say the podcast, we take and we'll put you on the YouTube, and then we'll advertise you over on the live all that stuff. So that would be, great. Anyways, our metal prints, a couple just came in here. We're doing, I told you that unboxing later on. So tune in. Here it is, right here. We do not know whose print is, inside here. We're doing an unboxing at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. You guys want to tune in to that? Do not miss that. We have another big metal print right back here. We have two more small prints right back there. So each we're doing one. There 3, 4. So there's 4 metal prints, 3 small, 1 big, and we're doing a video for each one of those. So in unboxing for 4 days. Today is the first day unboxing 1, then one box Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is the last day we unbox what we got. Big shout out to everybody that has got an awesome metal print. And check this out. Big shout out Dana Estes. We're gonna mock up a print for him. Our buddy Frank over in the group. Mock up print for him. Hot Rod 47 over in the group. We'll take and mock that up. Timmy Fleming, gonna mock that up. Dave Mays and Dave Molina or Dave Madonna. So a big shout out to you guys. We're gonna mock all these up, get them ready to go. Hey, maybe you guys can help me. There's a cord here. I need a cord just like this. It's a TRRS cord for my pod track P4. It lets me hook in the phone coming in from the phone right here, and then lets me charge it at the same time. Well, that was nice. I dropped it. And it has a USB-C, end on the one end of it. Anyways, I have the Kingma. Check this out. What I'm trying to do with this right here, this does not work because you have a charging port, on it, right? I got one of these awesome Kingmas. They're awesome. So I want to take and hook this up to my phone so it works, and take and hook this up to my phone also. The Mini Mic Pro. Mini Mic Pro you can get over at minimicpro.com or over on Amazon. I think Mini Mic Pro goes for about 25 to 30 bucks. You can pick them up on either website for I think about that price. My buddy Jeff Roller with Rolling with Roller and Derek over in Parker, Colorado. He got 3 of these bad boys, and what's so cool is the little transmitter that comes with the mic. Well, he has 6 of these mics. 2 come inside one box. So if you buy 3 packs, you got 3 and 3 is 6. So you got 6 mics here, buddy boy. Anyways, that trans receiver or that receiver lets you hook up all the mics to that receiver, so you have that receiver, and pretty much out there at the show, you can mic up 6 people out there. If there's like maybe 6 people, 5 people and yourself, that's 6. There's say 5 people around a car. There's something you can put a mic on all of them, and then you can, when you're talking, all those people can chime in, and stuff like that. So I need to find this score's good for my podcast, but I need to find a chord like that I can use out on location that is not a charging plug. I need it to be a video plug in, not charging, just straight video. So if you guys have any idea what that cord's called, I know they probably have one over on Amazon. I need to keep on looking and stuff. I don't know what to name it, what to call it, but it's probably over yonder. So anyways, big shout out to my buddy Scott Stout right down there in Snyder. He got the Kingma video camera for us, or the Kingma video vlog screen for us, not the camera, and that is awesome. We were gonna get it, and then he kept on saying, "Hey, what's your address? What's your address?" We kept on saying, "Why?" And then he came out and he said, him getting you guys the Kingma. And I said, "Why in the world do you want to do that?" He's like, "Well, because I believe in C10 America. I believe in you guys and all that." And so we finally gave in and told him, "All right, that's fine." So anyways, guys, if you're not signed up to the magazine, get signed up. Head over to the website www.c10america. Excuse me. That's www.c10americamagazine.com. Get over there and get signed up only for $10. $10. That's still a smoking hot deal, guys. If you're a member of the group and you just have not signed up yet, but you're a member and you're watching our video here on YouTube, comment right down below in the comment section. Say, "You know what? I'm a member, but I never signed up." If you're a member, you sign up for $5. We will definitely sign you guys up for $5 if you're a member. If you're not a member yet, head over to www.c10americamagazine.com. Get signed up. It's still a smoking hot deal. $5, $10. It's good for 1 year, guys, and something we're doing that we really wish a lot of other people would start doing, but they're not. I hate auto pay. Auto pay sucks. That's what got me into trouble with my own bank. Anyways, when your subscription ends, we're not going to rebuild you. That's not us. That's not the way mom and dad taught me or raised me. We're not going to keep on building you guys. Some people might say, oh, it's only $5 or it's only, $10, Well, that is $5 or $10 of, your hard-earned money, our hard-earned, money. So what we're going to do, we're making the magazine so freaking awesome and amazing with the awesome, stories, content, and photographs and all that. And what's so cool about the magazine, guys, it's based off all you guys out there, all you gals out there, sharing your awesome story in our group. Now, if you're not a member, head over to, Facebook and get signed up to be a member. Totally free to be a member. All you have to do is have, the want, the urge, the need to, fill that void, that C10 void, and become a member. And once your subscription, ends, we're not gonna keep bugging you about signing back up. We might send a follow-up email right before it ends, and tell you guys, hey, your subscription is ending, and then we'll let you guys decide if you want to sign back up or you don't. So it's totally on you if you don't. And I heard this one time. I heard it online or on the news or interviews somewhere. It was Richard Branson from Virgin Air, and he was giving an interview or something like that. And in the interview, he said that he makes his company, so good to where, and he treats people so good that they don't want to leave and go find another job. And with the pay and with, talking to them and giving them what they should do and what they shouldn't do and all that, he makes it so they do not want to leave. Well, we're going to implement that if we can. Take that, we're going to kind of twist that a little bit, make it our own. We're going to make our awesome magazine an awesome magazine where you guys will not want to leave. You'll want to come back. And we'll make it, so cool, so interactive, all that. You'll have your friend Mikey down the street is doing that, 70, C10 in his 2-car garage. And his 9-year-old son is helping him on, he's a flashlight crusader, and he's right, down there. Hey, that is an awesome scene. See, I get on here and I start, talking, and I come up with awesome t-shirt ideas. Flashlight. Let's go. Flash. Light. IGHT. Crew. CRU. Crew. C. Then I'll put T-shirt idea. Say, well, when I get on here, and I start, talking all that stuff, I get, good ideas for, t-shirts, what have you, other, stuff and all that. But, yeah, we're going to make our magazine, the magazine you want to come back to. And you're not going to want to leave. And we're not going to rebill you for it. We're going to just tell you one time, about the magazine, to sign back up. If you want to, it's totally on you. You guys can or, don't have to. So that we're at 6:42. I think we'll go to 7. We'll do a full hour on here and then we'll be done. But anyways, the podcast right back there, we still need your stickers. We need, if you have, stickers lying around the shop, on the toolbox, on the fridge, maybe on the workbench, on the cart, on the tool cart that, you pull up to, the truck, and you put the tools, on that cart because you don't want to walk all the way back to, the workbench or the toolbox. You take all your tools, you put on that cart, you pull the cart up to, the truck so they're right there so you don't have to, walk anywhere. Anyways, if you have a decals lying around the shop, wherever, we want them. And when I say we want them, that black table back there, covered with the black tablecloth, that black tablecloth is coming off, and it's to hide, the ugliness, of the top of the table. So, anyways, what we're going to do, I made an executive decision early on. I'm going to take that and sand that tabletop down to bare wood. Right now, it's like a cherry kind of wood stained. I'm going to sand all that stuff off, down to the bare wood. And then I need decals. I need stickers. I need tons of decals from you guys to put all over, that table. And then we're going to take and put probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 coats of clear over it, like polyurethane glass clear over it. So we're going to take all those decals that are on it, all over. And by putting that clear on, it's going to elevate them and kind of make them, come to, the forefront, of, that table. And it'll be badass. I want to do that whole table. And the black skirt you see around the table will still have a black skirt around, the table. The only thing is the tabletop will be, you'll be able to see the wood and then, all your decals all over it and stuff. Then we'll start doing some videos from, the table, back there. It said, the 4K up over on, the side or, on, this side of it, what have you. So anyways, I know we're almost out of here, but, guys, remember the chair that I had, here, the big rolling chair? Well, that chair is no more. I took it. If you watch Yellowstone, I took, the chair to the train station. The chair is no longer, adios, sayonara, konnichiwa, adios, bye bye, baby. It is gone. And I had that chair for an awesome 10 years after Dad and myself and Mom got here. I went down and bought it brand new. It served, well, used it for an awesome, 10 years. Sitting in it, working in the studio over at Dad's, the new studio here, all that stuff. And it is finally gone out of here. Boom! There she goes. So, anyways, I'm already looking on, Marketplace for, another, chair. I don't want a new chair. I'm looking for, just a mediocre, office, chair. So, I started looking on, Marketplace. I think I found one. They need to get back to me. They're kind of in, the area. So, if that's the thing, I can go pick it up by maybe today or tomorrow and have, a new office chair in here. Right now, I'm using, the chair from, the dining room, table, and stuff like that. So, anyways, I needed raised up, so, I'm kind of level with, the table right here. That chair I was using, yesterday for, a bit, and it has all that cushion, that padding on it, and stuff, but it's kind of lower to, the ground. This one is kind of raised, kind of above, the ground. All that. We are at 6:49. We have 10 minutes left on, hey guys, are you still out there with us on the podcast C10 America Talks? I was just asking. Anyways, we love you guys, on the podcast. We love you guys here in, the YouTube, on the YouTube channel. Anyways, guys, we're looking down the road at, the podcast, guests we have, coming on board, I think, for, interviews and like other ones we're trying to hope to get. Right now we locked in, we haven't locked in a date, but we locked in a guest. You seen her on the hit TV show American Hot Rod, with her hubby in charge, the icon guru, hot rod guru, the guy that started my my endeavor into photography and hot rods back in 1994. None other than Joe Coddington. We'll have Joe on the phone via, or have Joe on the show on, the podcast via, the phone. So anyways, that is coming up. We did send an email out to Jay Leno. We have yet to hear back from Jay. We're sending an email out to Tim Allen. We want to get Tim on the, show, all that. We're going to send an email out to Chip Foose. Send an email out to Dave Kindig. Bill down there from Extensive Metalworks, right down there. We're going to send an email out to Joe Martin from, Iron Resurrection, all that. we might even send another email out to Shorty, Short Dog, get him, on, the podcast and all that. They do some, awesome C10 trucks and all that. And plus, before we get out of here, guys, I'll be going to C10s in the park, put on by Terry Hill out there in Waxahachie, coming up September 20th, I believe, September 20th. Go check, see if they're sold out, but we won't have a booth there. We'll be on foot, walking around, and, taking content, photos for, the magazine, getting video for, the YouTube and audio for, the podcast. So anyways, that show has grown and grown out there. Excuse me. It has grown so well that we're looking for a strictly volunteer with the passion and the drive and the want to know about C10 trucks, know more about C10 trucks, but beyond anything, have, the passion, the love for, these old, trucks. We're looking for somebody probably a little younger, maybe a little younger than I am, 53. So maybe I'll be 53. So a little maybe younger than, I am, to be my partner for, that day out there at C10s in the park. That show, guys, has just blown my socks off from the, the first day of going out there to that show to going last year. I could not shoot half the trucks. The years before that, I was able to shoot all the trucks and leave by about 3 o'clock. I can't do that anymore. I don't know if that's because the way they put the trucks in there, but, first couple years, to me, it was like organized on, the parking of the trucks. I would start on one side. You would have, way to walk where, the spectators would walk through, the vendor row, where the food, all that was. And then you had the trucks all out and one. Now their trucks are all over. And it's crazy, man. It is crazy. But, I love talking to people. I love shooting trucks. And that's how I met my buddy John out there at, I think, last year's show. He was in issue number 5. And I plan on meeting, some more of you guys and gals, out there at, the show. And hey, if you guys, you're out there listening, on the podcast, or you're watching, the video here on YouTube, if you guys are out at, the show and you see us out there walking around, taking, photographs of, trucks and all that, you know what? Don't worry about it. Come up to us, talk to us, show us, that awesome truck, your pride and joy that took you, 1, 2, 3 years, that build. We want to see it right back there. We want to, shop talk, about your C10 truck, right there at, the venue. And who knows, we might even take and do a little interview with you right there and put you on, maybe YouTube or, the podcast, all that stuff. So anyways, guys, head over. We're 6:56. We have 4 minutes. If you can, head over to that website, www.c10americamagazine.com, and get signed up. If you're not signed up, if you're a member, head over and get signed up for $10. If you are a member, comment right down below here, $5. Maybe, who knows, you might be a member, you might not be, but if you are a member, tell us you're a member, and we'll sign you up for $5 for 1 year. So that's a 1 year digital subscription coming right to your inbox, wherever you guys get email, to your phone, to your laptop, to your tablet, to your iMac, wherever that email comes. Boom, you can take us to Hawaii, you can take us to Sweden, wherever. Boom, pull it up right on your phone. And then we're at 58 after 6. So if I can just remind you guys, get the younger generation out there into our sport. Get them out there. Get them off the couch, out there in the garage. Help a dad being that flashlight, crusader, or just the gopher. I'm dad's gopher, or my uncle's gopher, whatever. Just get out there so you can expand your experience, and you can grow into building these awesome C10s. Because you know what, guys, we're not going to be here forever, and we want to kind of pay it forward and pass the torch on to all you guys and gals out there, and show you the ropes, teach you the ropes and all that, so you can keep this going on. We're at 6:59. We're almost ready to get off the show. But hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We're only doing an hour today. Normally it's supposed to be an hour, but we run over sometimes 2 hours. But anyways, keep the faith, stay blessed, and have an awesome, awesome day. We're at 7 o'clock. We'll see you again tomorrow. This has been C10 America Mornings, the audio version and the video version. We love you, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.